me tell you something. Ksoo ain't even make it to 25 years old, and he cooked well done. Let this be the clearest message possible that the streets don't love nobody. And the craziest part is last week, it was Crash Out and his mama getting a life sentence. This week is Ksoo and his goddamn daddy facing life plus 30 years. And his daddy pointing the finger in 4K with no remorse. Check this shit out.
You don't see family sitting there?
Nope.
Hakeem was an infant at that time, right?
Yes.
Well, that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
You snitched on other people, you got a reduction, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve, for all of your crimes, only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your two sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
Oh no, nah, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case, and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter. Right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Robinson Sr, right?
Right.
Now, Ksoo built his rap career on street fame, gang loyalty, and lyrics about stepping on his ops. Now he living them lyrics in a real courtroom, and he on trial for stepping on Lil Buck and Lil Bibby, who was allegedly shot down after dropping a diss track on the ATK Memphis. Prosecutors say it was a planned hit involving stolen cars and daylight execution. Ksoo's cousin and brother are involved too, but the biggest shock came from inside his own bloodline. His daddy, his father, Abdul Robinson Sr, took the stand against him, as y'all just seen in the video, in front of the entire courtroom. His father pointed at him and said, "That's my son. He pulled the trigger. Get that ninja." Abdul struck a deal to get 20 years instead of 60, but it cost him his family. It cost him his son. Cause the courtroom went silent as the father turned his back on his son. And Ksoo defense attorney say this a desperate move for him to save himself, while the prosecution called it the final nail in Ksoo's coffin. And this ain't over. Ksoo still faces another murder trial for the death of a 16-year-old Lil Bibby. If he loses either case, he gone for life. The rap career over. The street fame don't mean nothing. All the members that he did it for, they gonna turn it back on him. All the women he had, all them little goddamn shows, they gonna turn it back. They gonna change their goddamn number. Now it's just a courtroom, a father's betrayal, and a jury that's ready to decide if he'll ever walk free again in life. Y'all YNs need to watch these kind of stories so you can understand why it just ain't worth it, man. The streets played out. That boring life will save your life. Being a lame gonna keep you in the game, man. Just stay in your lane, man. These streets cook. They got cameras on every corner. And I ain't talking about the goddamn red light cameras. I'm talking about on the sidewalk, that pavement. Cause you ain't finna beat them goddamn cases when they bring it. Think about what I'm saying. They got artificial intelligence. Look how they got Ksoo doing a goddamn YMCA dance so they could put a 4D image together of his body type to replay in the courtroom. They out for blood and they want a conviction. Y'all be out here sliding on the ops and stepping on them, then rapping about it. The feds the only people that buying the goddamn tape and rolling it in court before they throw the goddamn book at your dog ass. Now you just another loser that lost your life while you're still living. But y'all comment below. Do y'all think Ksoo gonna tell it on Youngin Ace just to free himself up? Or is he gonna keep it G and take that elbow across the chin that them people about to get him for them goddamn bodies? Comment below, like this video. Let me tell you something. When it come to that money, your own mama will cross you. When it come to life or death, your own daddy will leave you for dead, man. Don't trust nobody. The streets don't love nobody, man. Get your money. Move on the outskirts to the suburbs and stay the hell out the way, cause ain't nothing out here. I promise you that, man. Y'all make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to my channel right now. We the business.
In case you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve for all of your crimes only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your two sons, but it got you out of custody.